This popular snack was created as an insult. In the summer of 1853, a wealthy customer walked into Moon's Lake House, one of the fanciest restaurants in Saratoga Springs, New York. He ordered the fried potatoes, a popular dish at the time. When his plate arrived, he took one bite and sent it back to the kitchen. The potatoes were too thick, he complained, too soggy, unacceptable. The chef, George Crum, made a new batch, sliced them thinner, fried them again, sent them out. The customer sent them back, again, still too thick. Now, George Crum was not the kind of chef who took criticism lightly. He was known for his talent and his temper, and this customer had just insulted him. Twice. So Crum decided to teach this picky diner a lesson. He grabbed a potato and sliced it as thin as he possibly could. Paper thin. So thin you could almost see through them. He threw them into boiling oil, let them crisp up until they were hard as a rock, and then he covered them in salt. This wasn't a dish. This was revenge. The waiter brought the plate to the customer, probably expecting another complaint, maybe even expecting the man to leave. But something unexpected happened. The customer loved them. He didn't just eat them, he raved about them. He ordered more, he told his friends, and those friends told their friends. Word spread fast. Soon, other diners at Moon's Lake House were requesting Crum's Saratoga chips. The restaurant started serving them in paper cones. They became the signature dish. George Crum had accidentally invented what would become one of the most popular snacks in the world, all because he was trying to be petty. But here's where the story gets more complicated. Some historians argue that Crum's sister, Catherine Wicks, who also worked in the kitchen, might have actually been the one who invented the chips. In some versions of the story, she accidentally dropped a thin slice of potato into hot oil, and Crum saw the potential. We'll probably never know the full truth. Records from the 1850s are incomplete, and both George and Catherine are part of the legend now. What we do know is this: potato chips stayed a local specialty for decades. They were made fresh, served immediately, and didn't travel well. It wasn't until 1895 that a man named William Tappenden began selling chips in paper bags from his delivery truck in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the first time potato chips were sold as a packaged product. Then, in 1926, a California entrepreneur named Laura Scudder came up with a revolutionary idea. She had her workers iron wax paper into bags, creating the first airtight chip bag. This changed everything. Suddenly, chips could be stored, shipped, sold in stores across the country. The invention that started as a kitchen grudge was now becoming big business. In 1932, Herman Lay started selling chips from the back of his car in the South. His business grew into Lay's, now the world's largest potato chip brand. Today, Americans alone consume over 1.5 billion pounds of potato chips every year. That's about 4 pounds per person. The global potato chip industry is worth more than $30 billion, all because a chef in 1853 got annoyed. The story of potato chips reminds us that some of history's greatest inventions weren't planned. They were accidents, mistakes, sometimes even acts of spite. The chocolate chip cookie? Also an accident. The chef ran out of baker's chocolate and tried using chocolate chunks instead. Coca-Cola? A pharmacist was trying to create a medicine for headaches. Penicillin? A scientist left a petri dish by an open window. Sometimes the best discoveries happen when we're not even trying. So the next time you open a bag of chips, remember George Crum. Remember his anger, his pettiness, and his paper-thin potato slices. Because without his bad mood on that summer day in 1853, your favorite snack might never have existed. That's the story of how potato chips were invented. If you enjoyed this food history, subscribe to Plate and Past for more surprising stories about the foods we love. Thanks for watching.